Best in ones, welcome back to the arcade. Today I was in Whole Foods and I thought I saw a unicorn. I saw a physical gaming magazine, and of course it's the OG Mario, and I absolutely had to pick it up. As a gamer who's hit Unk status, seeing stuff like that just warms my cold heart. But anyway, today we got some to talk about here on this channel. Of course, we're going to be headlining it with two of the main Black Myth Wukong hater complaints that I've been hearing the last few months, that I've been waiting to go on a rant about, that's been officially debunked factually with numbers to back both of them up. A lot of you noticed that I removed the animation I had in my last video, which is Kratos and son Wukong robbing a gas station, similar to the GTA 6 scene that we had seen, and the voice actor Mark Oda reached out to me and asked me would I take it down. So I'm going to explain exactly what happened with that in detail and why I had no problem with it. In addition to a few other things, we got a game from Russia that looks pretty sick. I told you all know this GJX Worldwide Gaming here. You know, we go all over the globe. We also have Liza P, the greatest Korean game ever made, that's dropped a new trailer today. I watched it already, but I want to watch it with y'all again for y'all can really hear that. Oh, shit almost had me tearing up, and it was just a trailer. Some Monster Hunter Wilds Chinese dub information, what I've been playing, Steam Next Fest. It's a whole lot of things, mate. As some of my UK bros would say, listen, I got a cousin by the name of Demir. He used to come down every summer. He was the cool cousin. He would come in with like the Game Boy and all the games, because they had money. I was broke as hell, and he would come with like these different games, all these different snacks, and he just brought this big bag of just cool shit. Every summer I look forward to him coming. I want y'all to look at me as if I'm that cool gamer cousin. Of course, you come here for whatever I headline the video with, which is in particular one is Black Myth Wukong, but with the timestamps you're going to get much more than just that. I always like to give y'all more than just one topic in a video if I can, and if I feel it's worth your time and my time, and today in particular it definitely is. Please drop a like on the video if you don't mind. Turn on those bell notifications. I see those notifications has increased dramatically ever since I've been asking in videos, and ever since I turned off the notifications on my shorts as well too, and ironically they've been performing better too since I turned off the notifications. It's weird how that works, right? Anyway, turn on those bell notifications. You know I don't spam y'all. I'll work my ass off on these videos. And if you missed my first time playing Metal Gear Rising playthrough part 1 that I did yesterday, I'll have that link down in the description below, and at the end of the video we will be finishing that video. I promise you that. That's a challenge I'm making myself, because I'm flaky as shit with these playthroughs unless it's a gigantic game that gets a lot of views. But this one and Sleeping Dogs, we finishing that shit, I promise. Word to Wukong, son. Without further ado, let's go. So we're gonna start with good old Assassin's Creed Shadows that's due out later this month. By the way, thank y'all for being so damn cool. My last video about Assassin's Creed Shadows, I got some of the best, most logical, mature responses as to why you are playing the game and why you are not playing the game from in general. And I thought that was cool, and that's the exact shit I want to see in this community. Being able to disagree on things, but doing it in a very cool and respectable way. It was one dickhead, a guy named Will, that comments on a lot of videos. He's been around since Wukong. He always make negative comments on every single video, like backhanded shit. And finally, I just had enough, and I finally blocked him and told him to go run in traffic. But but fortunately, that's not the case for everybody. But anyway, Assassin's Creed Shadows may have been mistakenly sold before launch. Now I'm laughing because I said that so nonchalant. Y'all don't know how dark I am in real life. Holy shit. Assassin's Creed Shadows may have been mistakenly sold before launch. So apparently there are some wild copies physically of Assassin's Creed Shadows already out in the wild a month before release. Of course, this happens a lot. I remember this distinctly happened with God of War Ragnarok in 2022, and I was so mad because I know these insane haters of the game, or just super casual people who just don't know, who's excited, just going to post the gameplay and post spoilers. In this game, I'm not really scared of spoilers because I kind of know what's going to happen essentially, almost, but still they kind of suck. So be on the lookout for that. Stay frosty. You know all the bullshit that's coming with this game, good, bad, and indifferent. So just be on your P's and Q's. But I'm still on the fence about if I'm going to be playing it on the channel. But that last discussion we had, y'all made me feel much better about it. As for just being positive and just want to see me play it, at least for the first few hours. So I'll keep y'all updated on that. If you see my appearances change, it's because I'm recording this after, because I forgot to put this and something else in, because I started yapping and just simply forgot. I didn't have my notes in front of me. But this is the Russian game I mentioned in the intro called Kiborg. It's available right now on Steam. You can try the free demo. Saw this on Twitter. Follow me at GJX__, and it caught my attention. So I'm going to be playing this in just a few hours on the Steam Deck. Indie game, I would imagine, you know. But the combat looked crazy. I'm a big fan of Sifu. Yeah, that's what I saw on Twitter. It's like almost like it stops, but it keeps going. It's like, it's cool. Oh shit, I didn't know you can shoot. Had a little Hong Kong massacre vibes in there. Which that game is amazing, by the way. Yeah, this looks fucking sick, bro. Shout out Moscow, son. What's up, man? I don't think I've ever said that. Kiborg. Next up, Monster Hunter Wilds reviews went out today. They are going crazy. Right now it's a 90. This may be is this the first 90 of the year so far? Either way it go, again, I'm a Capcom creator. I'm gonna glaze them until the end of time. They've treated me so well. I love Capcom. It was the first game company that I fell in love with whenever I was a little kid. It was Capcom Street Fighter. So I'm excited. I've never played a Monster Hunter game. I played the beta a few months back, which was my first Monster Hunter games. So I'm gonna be playing this, but it did terrible on YouTube. It seems like Monster Hunter is a game that has their audience already. So I'm probably going to be playing this off camera, but I will probably make like a YouTube short or like a TikTok or a Red Note or something like that, just talking about it. But in addition to, and another thing that made the decision easier for me, the game currently does not have Chinese dub, and a lot of Chinese gamers was upset about this a few months back here on the Reddit thread, saying Chinese players are getting a petitioning Capcom because Monster Hunter Wilds does not have a Chinese dub. Now, especially since we've grown on the channel and I have a large Chinese gaming community, I'm looking for games that particularly have Chinese dubs, which I know is not the easiest, at least with me being in America, unless I buy a physical copy, unless I buy a physical copy and I buy the Chinese version, I do that. So it's a lot of steps I have to go through on some of the older games, but a lot of the newer games that's coming, I think it should be standard, just like Japanese and Spanish, and I think Portuguese as well. I think that should just be standard across the board. And I think after Wukong's success, a lot of games you're going to definitely start seeing a lot of more Chinese voice dubs, whether it be subtitles or voice. Some of the Monster Hunter devs did confirm that in a later patch after launch that the Chinese dub will be coming to Monster Hunter Wilds. So if you wanted to wait for that, just know it is coming as well. So I love Capcom, bro. They go to dog. Day, Liza P Overture, the story trailer dropped. Y'all been hearing about me yap about my love for Liza P probably the last few months. And I told y'all I have a video that I've been working on. I hadn't recorded it yet. I've just been writing it, and I've had to rewrite it multiple times simply because certain opinions keep changing, because now I just finished Sekiro, and a few months ago when I beat Black Myth Wukong, when I played Stellar Blade, when I beat Liza P for the first time, I hadn't touched Sekiro. So my initial concept of if Black Myth Wukong and if Liza P were both created by From Software, people will call them a masterpiece, and that's still a fact. But Sekiro has changed my opinions a little bit in some of the aspects of my video, but I'm still working on that. I literally got a Liza P like cosplay. I'm gonna have my piano. I have something else I'm waiting to come in the mail. So it's gonna be a big video essay when it comes for Liza P and Black Myth Wukong, but it's just taking me a little longer. But with that being said, even if you hadn't played the game, I want you to feel this. By the way, now in the original game, you don't get a companion or like a co-op partner. So this is something that they're adding for the DLC. Neo Wiz. And man, this is your first time watching me. The main reason this hit so hard for me, because I was so sad and depressed after I beat Black Myth Wukong. I needed something else to take my mind off of it, to give me that same feeling. And Liza P did that. I got a staff-like weapon, and I went to work.
Song always reminds me of you.
Listen to that music, bro. Come on, bro.
But now you belong to the past.
And now you belong to the past. It sounds like Luxexia.
Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together?
Talk about to cry right now, bro. You out of your mind, dog.
I never got to say farewell.
I wonder what Hunter is that.
I know it changed
We on
everything,
his ass.
but we endured. Perhaps someday, if we can cross the bounds of time,
We're back at Kratz, baby. Is that Kratz before the
we'll meet
snow?
again.
Y'all don't understand, bro. Look at my eyes. I hear Misty just hearing that score, bro. It's fucking. Fucking hell, bro. The English voice actor for Sun Wukong and Black Myth Wukong, he reached out to me and via Twitter DM just asked me, hey, you know, do you mind cutting that part out of your video? I don't want to bring any more light to it because they use my voice basically illegally, you know, with AI, and then, you know, and didn't give me any credit, just didn't give my permission. And right now, of course, with all the shit we're going on with AI, Microsoft talking about making games with AI, Elon Musk talking about making games with AI, and basically, you know, with all the layoffs and shit that's going on right now in the gaming industry, you know, that's something that I've talked about here on the channel. And, you know, I'm pro dev 100%, especially when it comes to voice actors. And they're the heart and soul of these video games, man. I wouldn't, half the games I've cried about on this channel, you know, when it comes to like Wukong and Final Fantasy 16 and freaking Spider-Man, like all these are just from the actors, you know, the voice actors that I love, Troy Baker and freaking Ben Starr and Laura Bailey, and just. So anyway, I support the dev strongly. So when he asked me, I was like, shit, say less. It ain't number like 15, you know, ain't number like 15 seconds of me. So I cut it out of the video, just because he asked me to. And of course it's freaking Wukong, you know what I'm saying? So of course I would, but that's why I know a few of y'all had noticed, which lets me know that a lot of y'all go back and rewatch my videos, which is just hilarious to me, especially when it's like an update video. But anyway, I appreciate it. But that's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? The AI, I know AI is inevitable. We can't stop it. It's here, and it can be used for good, and it has been used for good in a lot of instances. But when you start taking people's likeness and their voice and without their permission, to me, that's just not cool whatsoever. So two of the biggest things that I've heard over the last few months, especially around the Game Awards time, that was exhausting, that was infuriating, that was insulting as a Black Myth Wukong stan, was people were saying that the hype was manufactured, that this game wasn't as fucking sick as it was, that this game was just an illusion, it was just like an industry plant, that it wasn't gas, that it wasn't a From Software game, so this can't be a masterpiece. Well, I'm here to say that was absolutely wrong. First off, which is confirmed, which is confirmed by the results. Initially, whenever Black Myth Wukong was nominated for Game of the Year, there was a lot of hoopla. For one, at least for me at the time, with the way the media was treating Black Myth Wukong, as a lot of you know, as I've talked about, I didn't think it was going to be nominated at all because they had so much bullshit going on with the journalists. But it was nominated. Not only was it nominated at the Game Awards, it was nominated at every Game Awards show from this point forward. Now, people said when it got nominated at the Game Awards and it won the Players' Choice Award, oh well, because, you know, because it's China. China has, 1 second, how many people live in China? China has 1.3 billion people. Of course, if its audience voted, they have the majority of people to vote, so it's automatically going to win, which it did then. But since the Game Awards also has to be nominated by journalists to even get in the conversation, I didn't understand that logic. But okay, fine. Then it won the Golden Joystick Awards, which is an award that's 100% voted by the fans. And once again, it won the Ultimate Gaming Award. The haters would say, oh, it's because China has 1 billion people, and that's why it won that award. Okay, cool. So now the Game Awards, which is by the journalists that got nominated, they slided it in. Then it won the Ultimate Joystick Awards, that slided it in because it was the fan. So now at the DICE Awards, it was also nominated for, guess what? Game of the Year. And who votes at the DICE Awards? The game devs are the one who votes at the DICE Awards. These are the people in the industry. They also voted it. So that's a three-peat knockout. The journalists voted Black Myth Wukong, the gamers voted Black Myth Wukong, and now the game devs voted Black Myth Wukong. So there's no argument, there's no excuse. The game is just fucking good. is just good. That's the whole point of that. So that's done. That conversation is just over with. But yet still, people will still say, well, the success of Black Myth Wukong is just because of the population in China. The game wasn't actually that fire. Well, here today, Push Square put out, because the art director of game science was at a convention today about art and sciences. I can't pronounce the exact word, but he gave some overview, some insight to the exact sales that Black Myth Wukong had outside of China. I'll leave this article link down in the description below. Black Myth Wukong may have just been the most important PS5 console exclusive of 2024. It wasn't even supposed to be. While some section of the media still insists Sony signed a secret deal with developer Game Science to exclude the Xbox Series XS release, there's never been any evidence to support this hypothesis, which is absolute bullshit and would be totally illegal if they was to do that. That doesn't make any sense. But again, it's the internet. Either way, y'all see how passionate I've gotten, how my whole tone has changed, how defensive I've gotten. Oh my God, bro. Either way, new comments from co-founder Yang Qi he reveals that 30% of the release sales were purchased internationally. Analyst group Nico Partners pegs the total sales approximately at 25 million units, meaning roughly 7.5 million copies were bought outside of China. That's remarkable success. Now, Shohei Yoshi P explained that part of PlayStation's approach to China has been to help local developers find success worldwide. With the Chinese market heavily embedded in PC and mobile gaming culture, it looks like it achieves its objectives in that instance, which is why they started the China Hero Project. And you're seeing the games finally coming out like Lost Soul Aside and games like AI Lemon and freaking all these other indie Chinese games that I've been showing over the last few months that's really starting to get their push now after the success of Wukong. But let's go back to that 7.5, because for context, here's some of the biggest games. So for context, Black Myth Wukong has been out for about 7 months, right? Came out in August 2023. I'm sorry, August 2024. And it's already over 7 million copies outside of China. God of War Ragnarok, which is one of their flagship titles, so far is over 15 million units. Let's go to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 launched on October 20, 2023, sitting at 11 million after well over a year being on the market. Once again, Black Myth Wukong outside of China, over 5 million sales. Anyway, I love y'all, man. Be on the lookout. My next video will be, or should be, a full Neza 2 review, and also in that video we'll finally be able to reveal our first official Chinese in American channel partner that's going to help me better translate a lot of my translation areas and use better Chinese subtitles with a company that I've been in talks with for a few weeks. We've been nailing out the details, and I'm so excited. I'm finally going to be able to dub these videos in Chinese properly without y'all laughing at me, especially on the Billy side. So please, thank y'all so much. Be on the lookout for that, and I just appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I'm feeling great. I'm just feeling great. And shout out to my wife, because she's a big part of that. Yeah, just love, man. Go play Lives of P, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. So until next time,